From One Twins Way in Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, this guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, and guys that are playing behind him just seem to take it to another level. You know, he's the type of guy who's not having a good day to try to save that bullpen for the game and the next game. He'll go out there and wear it. So in this one, if he can keep his pitch count down early, he has the ability to work deep into this ball game.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz.
That's out.
And that's outside. And that's how he gets started here in Minnesota. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Smoked into left field, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Lau at the plate. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is back. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. He powers that one out of here. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Ball one, no strikes. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jay Jackson up and throwing. Okert also throwing. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Here's a rocket out to left. Walton puts it away. One down. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
And a pitch. Right down to shoot, and that is strike 2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
Well, That's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And here is Josh Lowe. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. That misses the zone. 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the catch, inning over. The Rays with a 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back at Target Field, and starting in this one, Zach Eflin. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Edouard Julien leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch, and he just misses. One out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. This is off the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Caballero tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Two outs, base is empty. The wind of the pitch.
Ball
And now
outside.
1-2.
It's a good take.
That's
Wouldn't
the ball.
chase that time.
2-2.
Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and they're down 2-0.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out.
New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Harold Ramirez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and
No
lefties.
balls. 1 strike.
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2-2.
And another ball. That to right. Kepler under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. And now it's Jose Siri. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Swings through that one.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
That one inside. Full count, 3-2.
Full count.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Struck him out looking.
Really good battle right there. That final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And now it's going to be Jose Caballero. And there's a strike. Two outs. And it's fouled away. The wind and the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Kepler makes a nice grab and a full sprint. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Rays 2 and the Twins nothing. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler.
Right fielder, Max Kepler.
The pitch.
No.
Just missed. Here's a 1-1. Curveball drops in for a strike. This one popped up. Paredes under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, not shortstop.
Here's Carlos Correa.
Correa.
First pitch
no.
doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And that's down and away. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
On the outside corner, 2-1 now. The Twins trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. That one fouled off, 2-2. And he deals. In the air out towards right center. It falls in, and that's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Lifted in the air, right field. And there's 2 away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
The Twins down to their final out. Down the left fielder, Matt Wallner. Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball there. And the righty deals. Now a fly ball to right center. Low, sizing this one up. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays get a shutout on the mound.
Well, it was a tough day at the plate for the hitters. Only able to scratch out a couple of hits, but some really good pitching, some good defense. You don't expect to win the game when you only put up 2 hits, but somehow they found a way to get it done.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.